it's a timestamp of all of this, and that communication starts at let's see, an hour and 51 minutes, 18 seconds in. But yeah, there's timestamps for the majority of the evidence. There's a couple
That's
parts.
Great.
Yeah, there's timestamps all there, so everyone can go through it and check it out. But dude, it's a really, really good session.
Yeah, that I mean, I just remember it was like our first location, but we kept it lit the whole night. Like, we even stayed longer than we thought we were going to that night.
We went hard, dude.
I think we left around like 6 in the morning or something.
Yeah, sun was coming up. Sun was up by the time we got back. This whole trip, we went in with a different mindset. We decided to see what it would be like if we brought as much energy as possible and if we put out as much energy as possible. And I think the results speak for themselves. I think putting out all that energy caused the spirits to, A, be more energetic themselves, and B, it caused them to be drawn to us because we were being, like, loud, and we were being, we were outputting so much energy that we had to have caught their attention, and it seems like we did. It seems like we definitely did.
Yeah, it was definitely a success, I think, putting out, just going in, like, super high energy, like, acting a little crazy at times.
Yeah.
Just getting lit, like, just, that's what we call it, at least. And,
very lit.
And we would have waves, like, we would calm down when stuff would get really intense, and we'd be really intense into the sessions, and then things might, settle down, and we'd start, getting loud again, or if anything negative happened, we would try to bring the positivity back up, because we did have some stuff like that happen as well. And then the last thing on the Benton, the attic, we had some crazy stuff happen up there with, like, EVPs and
the SLS. We caught 2 really good SLS captures, and then the second capture, as I was mapping it, the SLS malfunctioned, and it could have been because of the cold, but it was the first time it malfunctioned all night, right when we were mapping something up there. And then the EVPs, dude, like, oh my gosh, the one where the spirit, did the spirit say, "I like Ouija"? Is that right?
I think so.
That was so clear. And then the other one, it was MFer, like mother effer, but the actual word. And guys, these are Class A EVPs. Like, you wouldn't need us to tell you what they say. They're loud, they're clear, and they're a good reason. They're a good example of why we use the Sony Saint. You don't hear EVPs like this on other recorders. Like, they're loud. They're very loud and vocal. That's because the Sony Saint captures EVPs differently, in my opinion, than most other recorders.
And what I do in the edited versions, guys, I take the part where we do the session and the part where we get the responses and show you that it's not us making these responses. Like one from the past, the Chickamauga battlefield with that breathing into the recorder.
Yeah.
But then you go back and it's definitely not either of us, and there's clear, like, breathing into the recorder.
I was convinced that it was me breathing.
Yeah. So the next night after Benton, we went back to your house and did a lot of sessions there, right?
Yeah, we did a session. We ended up we hung out with one of my friends and ended up doing like dowsing rods and all kinds of stuff. That was a fun night.
And we also I remember that night. And we even caught some EVPs that night, I think.
Yeah.
It was just like the whole trip, we got some really crazy stuff. What was the third, the third day?
Trans-Allegheny was the third day.
Trans-Allegheny. So we drove, about 4 hours, I think?
Yeah, a little over 4 hours.
So we drove to Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, which is the second biggest stone-cut structure in the world, right?
Yep, and the biggest on this side of the planet.
Yep. And that place is wild. Like, when we were pulling up to it, I remember I started feeling just that feeling. It's like a nervous anxiety.
We got anxiety hardcore. And, like, I've been there 2 other times before, so this was my 3rd time back. And I had never gotten hit with anxiety before until this third time coming up with you. Like, it hit me hard, dude. I don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah. And that place was, that place is just, it's so big, but, like, it has so much to offer too, in being that large. I would really like to have more time in that place, because we only got the one night, and it was also one of those, we could only afford like one of the group nights, so there was several other people in the building, but we got the smallest group, I think.
We got the smallest group, and because we knew Valerie, she hooked us up with a couple of spots.
Oh yeah, some stealth.
That nobody was on. Yeah, she let us go to different sections where no one else was at, which was really cool of her. Valerie's awesome, and guys, the people who work at Trans-Allegheny, they're amazing. They're absolutely incredible. They make sure everyone has a great time. They do a great job of doing the tours and the guided paranormal tours. So if you ever want to, and they have multiple options. They've got 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour. I wish I had known about Trans-Allegheny when I was just starting, because it would have been ideal to go with someone like that at that ultimate of a location and check it out.
Yeah, definitely. The guides were awesome. They even carry some equipment around for like people who are just starting or don't know much about investigating. And
and we left one of my dome lights on in my car.
Oh yeah.
One of the tour guides, Rihanna, she went out and turned the dome light off for me.
Oh, that was awesome, because we were like, dang, we left the light on. She was like, I'll do it for you. You guys
we're
are
all the way on the 4th floor too, so you can't use the elevator. There is no elevators in that building, and so I would have had to walk all the way down, all the way out, turn the dome light off, and then walk all the way back, like while live streaming. We both had live streams going, so. But yeah, like we actually have 4 different live streams from this on the Epic Paranormal TV channel, and all of them are pretty short because we did it per floor. Like each of them are about an hour, a little over an hour, and guys, I'm telling you, the amount of evidence we captured upon review, it was one of those nights where we were getting a lot on each floor, but when you review it, there's just so much more.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is a lot of times, like stuff that you don't even hear or that might not have even been there real time, it seems sometimes.
Yeah, it seems like sometimes it only appears on the record. Well, the first time I went to Trans-Allegheny, man, we were doing an infrasound experiment on the first floor, and by the lobotomy recovery rooms, and I had infrasound blasting. It was one of the newest versions of the Gateway. Back then, I had just added ambient amplification in.
Yeah. And
we were testing it, and there's a bunch of whispers on the video that weren't caught in real time, like while we were setting up and stuff. And at one point, there's a woman who screams, and you can hear the scream like reverberate, and none of us react to it.
Wow.
Like we just keep going about our business. So it's wild, man. That place is wild. But we started on the 4th floor this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's where I had an experience during the tour at the beginning.
Yeah. Tell them. This is crazy. Tell them about it. I'll tell them my side after you tell them your side.
So basically, we were walking in like a single file line through it's like the drug abuse clinic, or was, and we're walking through there, and I'm the last one in line, and we come to the door leading out to the other hallway, and I see a figure just standing right beside me, like they were waiting for me to go through the door first. And so for a second, I thought it was another person, and I just keep walking and try to get around and go through the door, and then I turn around and see that no one was there, and it was just like this shadowy figure standing right face to face with me, pretty much. And then I just like walk up to Eric and what did you see?
Well, so Alex comes up to me with a serious look on his face, and he says, "There was just a shadow figure standing next to me." And the way he said it, I was like, "What?" He was like, "There's a shadow figure in the doorway, like waiting for me to." I was like, "Are you saying there was a shadow by you? Like you saw a shadow? Like if it had happened to me, like if there were a shadow figure standing next to me, I would have been like, dude, like I would have been just yelling and hollering." But he was telling me about it, and as Alex was telling me about it, this other guy was like, "A door just slammed." Like he just heard the door slam, and I was paying attention to Alex, so I didn't hear it. But a couple other people in the group heard it, and it slammed right where Alex had seen that figure.
Oh yeah, back behind there. I forgot that even happened.
Yep. So that's that's a chain of events right there. You saw the shadow person right next to you, and then a door slams right back where he was.
Another thing, well, just something that was weird about that shadow figure was that normally when you see a shadow figure, it moves and it's gone really fast. Like, you might only see it for a split second. This one was just standing there, literally like watching me or something, and it was just standing there, and it wasn't. It didn't move like most of them do.
It's so freaky, dude.
Yeah.
Well, what's crazy is on that same floor, on that same side, is where we captured that shadow moving behind me.
Yep.
We were back further on the capture on video, but it's that same side of the building, that same floor, and just the whole fourth floor, dude. We caught a lot. Like, for instance, the very first piece of evidence that we got on camera, we were on the fourth floor, and we started in the bathroom, because last time I was there, I had a crazy experience in there with seeing a shadow person and, like, feeling their energy, and we were completely lights out the last time. So we go back there, and as soon as I turn on the recorder, we're in the bathroom of the fourth floor. It's like one of those, like, big open, like, public-style bathrooms, obviously not in use now, obviously. See the bathroom as when it was still in use, because they're using it, but they also see me. They also saw you. They saw us. Like, how does that work? You know, because the spirit is experiencing a residual type haunting, but they are acting with us in an intelligent fashion.
And we actually have caught quite a bit of evidence on the, like, bathroom spirits side of things, like phantom flatulence. Look out for the documentary coming probably by October on that. And and the SLS captures on the toilet, like,
there is one. We were in a hotel room, and I took the SLS camera and I pointed it in the bathroom, and there's a spirit sitting on the toilet, and it stands up as if it was, like, shocked to see me. It, like,
yeah, it looks like it's trying to close the door or something.
Yeah, it was super freaky.
What are you doing?
So, and then at Post Town, I captured some crazy. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that whether it's residual or intelligent, there's a lot of energy tied to bathrooms, and not only because of, like, you know, using the bathroom, but when people are in the bathroom and it's usually, if it's not for using the bathroom and for other things, it's usually intense things, you know?
Yeah.
Remember, like, in school, stuff always would go down in the bathroom, like brawls and fights sometimes would start in the bathroom, you know, smoking cigarettes would be in the bathroom, you know, meeting up with people. Like, there's a lot of things that could go down in a bathroom, especially in the hotels, dude, in the hotel bathrooms. Yeah. So I think if we did make the documentary for real, the Phantom Flatulence, we could blow people away by having legit evidence that we've already captured, and actually documenting this, like, for real. And, like, we would still have some of the, like, comedy aspect, which we're really good at, but we could have, like, this powerful thing around spirit energy called Phantom Flatulence.
I mean, like you said, there's a lot of evidence supporting it. Right? We have captured some stuff we could show you that would blow your mind.
It is crazy. It is absolutely crazy.
But back to the bathrooms, like at Trans-Allegheny, there's the bathroom where someone got stabbed, right?
Yeah. So,
like you said, I mean, bathrooms, man, something might be onto something there. Investigate more bathrooms, you know.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, you don't have to spend a lot of time or anything, but just don't be afraid to go in there and do at least one EVP session. At least, like, maybe set up a REM pod or something.
Oh yeah. What was I liked when she let us go into that lobotomy side.
That was awesome. I think that was the second live stream, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, here, real quick, let me go over what we captured on the fourth floor. So, the fourth floor at Trans-Allegheny, that we caught the I'm Pissing, Do You Mind EVP. Then, about 20 minutes later, we capture a full shadow manifestation behind me, and it moves, and it's creepy as hell. And then I asked, are you trapped here? And it goes, trapped. And then there's just so much direct communication. And then we met the Cocaine Man.
Oh my god.
On the fourth floor, it was the drug rehabilitation ward.